Welcome to the Creative Plan Podcast Network. Join us as we share our favorite RPGs, one-shot games, tabletop games, reviews of items, and convention panels, and other exciting things that we run into from time to time. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kellie, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Welcome back to RPGaDay2018. We are at August the 10th.
Woo!
So this question is a really good question. It's one that has touched everyone in this room.
Oh.
So, how has a game changed you?
Oh.
Ooh, that's a deep one.
Well, this is Kellie. I would have to say, not a game specifically, but gaming. Has made me, when I first got back into it, I had done D&D when I was in junior high, or actually earlier, like elementary school. And when I got back into it and as an adult, it made me more confident, I think, because, I got to be, you can be other people, you can, and as I've gained, I've become more confident in my game playing, my role playing, and that kind of helps with like doing steampunk personas and stuff. So I would say that it's changed me and made me a little more confident in front of strangers too, which that was always a tricky thing for me.
That's a big one. How about you?
Oh, how did it change me?
Remember, MMOs do count as RPGs, if that helps. Double your chances for an answer.
Double my chances. Well, actually, yeah. When the kids were little, they used to play, and I wasn't involved in it. So when I got the chance to actually participate with the kids, I found it...
kids meaning adults will
adulthood.
Yes,
okay.
Kids and grandchild.
Yeah. It was a way of touching base again, I guess.
Staying connected, you mean?
Staying
Getting
connected.
to be part of the group.
Yeah,
the family that
slays together stays
together.
Yes.
It gave us something to bond over.
Yes. And
but all levels of the family.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all levels.
Hey, come on. When Trevor did the whole sea nymph girlfriend thing, that was so adorable.
Yes. So, but yeah, I think it changed, not me so much, but the whole group, family.
The family dynamic.
Yeah, the family dynamic.
That like, hey, Mom's actually interested in this.
Yeah.
Come play with us.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
Hey, that's one thing I love seeing, like at RingCon and things, the adults playing with their kids and now grandparents playing with their kids,
and their grandkids, and
So I'm hearing that geekery can be inherited.
It can be generational,
It is definitely generational, yes.
That's a generational geekery. Awesome.
That's the best kind.
Mm-hmm.
Let the spirit of Gygax live forth.
Well, I told Trevor he has to have 2.3 children, so there's at least a
one
future
for each.
a future of geekdom in So, though he has kind of moved to that whole
He's
single shooter.
He likes the first person shooters.
Yeah, he likes
his Xbox and his PlayStation.
Yeah, which I find kind of annoying because it takes away that group dynamic. Though he does play with other guys, they aren't just necessarily in the same room.
It's not very cooperative.
And it's not,
I do a lot of online first-person shooters,
yeah.
but I agree that type of gameplay does not lead to a team dynamic.
I think it's more isolating than if you're around a table and you're sharing fun and munchies, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's that whole
group experience.
Yeah. So
you get more of that we live or die as a team.
Yeah. Right.
As opposed to MMO shooters, you know, you get online and it's everybody blasting each other. It's a 24 one-man armies going at once.
Right, yeah. So
and most of them don't know fight on the flag. But anyway.
You're not lying. I'm telling you, you're not lying.
Just don't get me started on the friggin' mods. Those cheater friggin' mods.
Oh, Black Ops. See, even the telephone knows Black Ops cheaters with aimbot, grenade bot, knife bot, all these mods that do the work for you.
I can shoot through walls.
Pretty much all you have to do is run around in a circle and the bots will do most of the work for you. Like knife bot. As soon as you get within melee range, it will automatically shank someone. You don't have to push a button or nothing.
Like,
grenade bot will show you on your map where to aim and fire to hit somebody. Aimbot will tell people before you walk around and see them.
Cheese bot, that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Cheater, bow beater.
Takes the whole.
How is that playing the game?
It's not. It's
gaming the game.
It's feeding a need to be awesome and amazing from a very unhealthy point of view, rather than actually performing to deserve that.
To win at any cost.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not playing the game.
Now, granted, I do know a lot of players that do amazing things in game, and they don't have cheats, but you know, we'll immediately get called out that they're cheating and whatnot. But it's just that they're that crazy mongoose reflexy.
Yeah, but they're not shooting through walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. But anyways, I mean, it's the group thing. That, you know.
Yep. I tend to agree with you that that's pretty much how it's changed for me. Is that I get to have every couple of weeks hang out with my buddies that are far away.
Yes.
Like, in my day-to-day life, I do a lot of events and stuff, but 90% of my time is spent by myself talking to the cat. So that's the way it's changed my life, is that I get to hang out with friends that live far away and have a social life.
We get more Evie time.
Woo, yes.
Rather than our 6 major events through the year.
Well, there's 6 major events, but they're like a couple months apart.
Right.
So, like 2 months of not talking to anybody outside of work. I get to be. How it's changed me is that it has tightened some friendships that were already pretty freaking awesome to start with.
But then you get to play D&D too.
It's kind of solidified.
Yes.
Those relationships. Does that make any sense?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And it challenges your thinking abilities, you know? I mean, I think day to day, we just kind of like veg and you do the same thing at work. And so to have your imagination poked and prodded is a good thing. You know?
Yes.
Keeps you young at heart, right, Mom?
Right, yes.
Stimulate the creative parts of the mind and the improv parts of the mind.
Yes. And I consider myself really unimaginative, so...
Which is why we love it when you go balls to the walls in game.
It shocks the hell out of everyone.
Yeah.
Come on, look at our old Company of Valor, the Dragonborn that you had.
The Dragonborn.
Yeah, your silver
Argenta?
Dragonborn.
Oh, yes, yeah. Oh, that's like way.
That's way back.
Way back.
Now, folks, just as a qualifier, she keeps talking to how she's, unimaginative and stuff. No. This woman can crochet like a demon.
Yes.
She knits but she alters the patterns
Yeah.
to fit her needs.
She created
Yeah.
the Morning Star, which you need to make more of, I think.
Yeah, okay. But
The-
it's
your
too hot to
mace.
be making...
True. Crocheting in the 110s.
Yeah, in the 110.
Crochet does some awesome
So-
freaking ray guns.
Though I
Yeah.
get
Your
more
ray guns.
compliments on that button you got me than... and
Oh.
it's all from
The
guys.
button says, fuck off, I'm knitting.
Yeah. And
I think it's guys just trying to way to flirt with her, but that's just
I
me.
think you're right, Jim.
They're like, will you knit me a pair of
She's
short
a silver
shorts?
fox.
Oh, short shorts.
no. But,
Hand crocheted Speedo.
yeah.
So here's a banana hammock for you.
Do you have the banana for the hammock?
Yes.
So
But,
Jocelyn, I believe that's up to you.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I think gaming, so tabletop gaming specifically, did give me a re-entry point to remember my inner geek and to come out of the basement, as it were. And to embrace that kind of fun again, which was great. I'd gotten out of live performing, I'd gotten out of improv, and even though there's some differences between tabletop gaming and live improv, it was a good reminder of how much I loved that kind of communal storytelling with friends. And then I also got into Warhammer, and that taught me that I'm a fiend for PvP and for organizing the strategy of big battles.
Yeah.
Which I never would have found out. And I probably never would have found out that I have a capacity to make hardened men cry on the battlefields.
That is
Well,
so good.
I'm just saying, once we get all caught up in stuff, the new expansion for WoW, the Battle for Azeroth, is like super PvP heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I will have to learn my class hardcore, sir, in my copious spare time.
So much spare time.
So much spare time.
By the way, for those on the internet, you can't see the irony.
But you could follow my calendar on adamskew.com or on my Patreon, and you would definitely see that I am a bit busy touring and performing and building costumes.
As the
As
fact
a matter
that
of fact, we're hand sewing right now.
making hats.
Yeah, I'm making a custom
One of a kind.
1880s Victorian tall hat for a lady, and sewing away.
Sewn away with all the ruffles.
So yeah, I think those are the two big changes. It was really great to come back to geekery. I think, like a lot of people, or maybe it was just a personal thing, but I was such a nerd in school, and then I went off to college, and I was performing and pursuing a classical performance degree, and it just people didn't talk about being a geek in the classical music world. It was okay to be a nerd. We just didn't do geeky things. We practiced our instruments, and we practiced them some more, and our teachers told us about how we were slacking off, so we better keep practicing. So there was no time for anything else, and it was really great to get back to that fun.
So this is Jim, so I want to throw the big how has role-playing games changed me. I would have to go with I started to, because of course I've been role-playing games since forever, freaking elementary school with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and 2nd edition D&D. But the big change was when I started discovering there's this thing called podcasts of gaming. So I was listening to people game, and then we would go home and game, and then I'd listen to more people gaming at work, and then one day I'm like, You know, Carrie kept forgetting what she used in her character. So why aren't we podcasting our games? And I basically taught myself how to podcast. And then started recording every game practically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we started, watching more videos on how to do the whole podcasting thing. And that kind of changed my life. I used to get sleep before I podcasted and had to edit at night.
Yeah, but now you work full time, you podcast, you steampunk.
Try to get some WoW in. Have not gotten any leather working in this whole year.
Sleep is for the weak.
We all need a time turner. That's really where it's at.
If anybody finds where we can get one or 4, let me know.
I just needed like an extra 6 hours not related to business or work of the day, So I can get my solid 6 hours of sleep.
Solid 6 hours.
Solid 6 hours.
That's so profligate, Jim. 6 whole hours
I
of
won't
sleep.
I won't lie to myself and say I want 8. I'll just say 6. I'll settle for what I can get.
Hey, I for one am not going to get that much hours of sleep.
But definitely I would say gaming in relation to podcasting has definitely changed my life.
There you go. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. And that is a good place to wrap it up there.
Down in the depths of the mountain, we dwarves spend our time forging powerful weapons, mining precious gems and metals, and feasting like kings. But after a day of digging for the next Arkenstone, this dwarf likes to come home to a package full of loot. Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box service forged specifically for RPG and tabletop gamers. Miniatures, dice, tokens, coins, maps, modules, terrain pieces, handcrafted items, RPG jewelry, and more are yours for only a few gold per month. You even get a digital crate along with a physical one as an added bonus. So are you brave enough to reward yourself with a Dungeon Crate? By Morden's beard, I hope so. DungeonCrate.com. Let the adventure begin.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.
So, yeah.
So I'm going to wait till Evie finishes scraping.
Sanding away.
Yeah.
Sanding.
He's sanding away.
Yes, your microphone picks that up quite well.